Hello? Hello? Hey.
Hey. So we're gonna be announcing the giveaway winners from last week's video.
Ooh,
First
okay.
winner.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see. What do we got?
Jayasaurus Rex.
Ooh, was that the girl that was going off? Or was that? All right. I think it might have been. But yo, we appreciate it. That's winner number 1. Okay.
Second winner is Jessica Ortega.
Jessica Ortega. Okay. Wait. I don't know if I saw that. Okay. All right. Okay.
And the last and final winner is Epixer STI.
Ooh, the boy. That's the boy right there. Okay. Okay.
Congrats
all right.
to all 3 winners.
All right. And we're gonna keep the giveaways going. We're gonna keep the giveaways going. And on the next ones, we're gonna be doing some joggers. So keep your eyes peeled. It's about to be jogger season. We'll be back. About to go shoot. Keep an eye out for the next video. Like, subscribe.
Make sure to comment, like, subscribe this video, and you'll be entered for the next giveaway. And we'll be announcing it in the next video.
ZKGB vids for no one.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the RX7 build. It's your boy. You know, last couple episodes we've been working on dropping the subframe. Finally got it dropped. Separated the whole suspension parts. Everything's separated. So right here I have the bare subframe, the front subframe, and I've prepped it a little bit, sanded it down, been hitting it with acetone, got all the rust off, scaled it all off, and I'm pretty happy where it's at. I scuffed all where the paint's at right now with the Scotch-Brite, so it should be good for a primer right now. I'm using like chasis primer, Eastwood. It's supposed to be pretty fire for any frames or subframes, because it's resistant to chips and scratches, so we'll see how that works. So right now I'm just gonna primer it. I'm gonna focus on that, do like 2 light coats and then maybe 1 heavy coat, just get a good basis on it. And then I'm gonna let it sit for a few days because I want to get as much adhesion as possible when I actually throw on the chassis black paint. This is just a primer, so I'm gonna primer it up, see how it comes out, and I'll keep you guys updated. Got the first coat on. Gonna do a light coat for the first one. Came out pretty good. Got some good coverage. Kind of covered everything up. So yeah, gonna give it says on the can an hour between coats. So wait another hour and I'll do the second coat and we should be good to go. Looks good though. I'm working smarter and not harder. Came up with a new solution so I could paint both sides at the same time. Got a little clothes rack that we had laying around here and zip tied it to it, so now I could access both sides of it, be way more efficient. One side looks pretty good already. You guys can see it's kind of hard because it's in the shade, but you can see the difference already from the one coat on the other side. I can't wait to see it all done. Remember, this is just a primer too, so it's gonna be a lot shinier after. All right, I'm gonna paint the second coat on right now. Wish me luck. First coat on the other side is done. It looks so much better. This is just the first coat of the primer. I'm gonna do 1 more light coat on the primer and then call it a day for the subframe. Let it cure for a couple days, like 24 to 72 hours. So I'm gonna scuff it down after I let it dry and then go at it again with some real paint, some chassis paint. Should look butters. Stay tuned, guys. Here's how it looks in the sun after only 1 coat. Let it dry for a little bit more and then I'm gonna do the last coat of the primer. This is gonna be the last coat of primer I put on. I'm gonna do 2 light coats and that should be good until we do the top coat on it. Oh yeah, it already looks so much better. I'm super stoked on the outcome. I'm excited to see it on the car. Let's get it. This is the last coat of the primer that I'm throwing on the subframe. Pretty satisfied with the results. It's gonna make a huge difference. And this is just the primer like I said. I'm still gonna apply a top coat to it, make it look extra nice and durable too. But it looks a lot better. I mean, even if I left it with just the primer, it would still look a lot better than it did before, so I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully the primer sticks and it lasts. That's my main concern, so.
Well, that should bake.
Yeah, let it bake out here. I'm not gonna touch it for a couple days. Let it really cure, and then maybe next weekend we'll apply the paint.
Oh yeah.
But I'm stoked. Show ready.
2026.
2026. That's the plan. What up, guys? Welcome back. It's about a week after we primered the subframe. I let it sit for about a week, and now I finally have the chance to work on it a little bit, paint it, and we're gonna finish painting this bad boy so we can get it on the car, get everything rolling, moving, progressing. That's the goal here. Little by little, we're gonna get this car running. But yo, check it out. The primer ended up coming out really, really good. Came out pretty clean. So now we just need to scuff it, and then Adam and I built a little paint booth. Woo! Lots of space here to paint. We're gonna keep it dust free. The reason why we're doing this is because it's super hot over here in SoCal this weekend, about 100+ degrees, and it's not really recommended to paint in those temperatures. So we created this booth so we can paint inside the warehouse, have it a little bit cooler in here. It's probably like in the 80s right now, so it's gonna be perfect. We're gonna paint it, finish this subframe, and get it on the car. Can't wait to show you guys. Stay tuned. So I just hit the subframe with a Scotch-Brite, use the red one. It's like a 600 grit or something. So it looks, as you can see, it looks a lot more gray, and you can see how it kind of sanded, just a slight amount off the subframe. The reason why you want to do this is because you kind of want to give, if you let the primer sit for a couple days, you definitely want to hit it with Scotch-Brite so that it gives the paint something to adhere to and gives it like a better surface, more texture. And the reason why I use a Scotch-Brite is because it can really get in those crevices. It forms really nice to all the curves and stuff. And it's a fine grit, 600, so it's perfect for what we're about to use. So now that I hit it with a Scotch-Brite, I'm gonna hit it with like a prep or like a pre-paint solvent or spray, so that way we can get all this dust off of it and get it ready for paint. Yeah, we're in the booth. I have the prep all right here. I'm gonna spray it on the subframe just to prep it before we start painting. This will get rid of all like the sanding dust, any oils, any solvents on there, so this will help out right now. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it, and then we'll get to spraying soon. I prepped the subframe, make sure it was all clean. Now it's ready to go. We're about to spray right now. Some paint, so it's gonna get really smelly. So I probably won't be able to talk in here a lot, but I'll record it on a time lapse so you guys can see it. Wish me luck. It's my first time with my new gun, so let's see how it goes. So you guys can check it out before. This is just the primer. About to look great. Whew, can't wait to show you guys. Remember guys, always wear your protection. Next day after I painted, I decided to let the paint sit a little bit in the booth because I did paint inside because it was 100+ degrees outside, and you definitely don't want to be painting in those types of conditions. So I made a little booth in here. We painted inside the warehouse, but the overspray was really strong and it smelled really bad. Even though I had a respirator, I still couldn't really be in here. So as soon as I finished those 2 layers, I immediately just packed up and went home because I needed some fresh air. But now it's the next day. I let it sit, and dude, this thing came out sick. It's super glossy. Shit looks really nice. I'm super happy with it. Super stoked. If you guys remember from when I just had the primer, it was still like really matte and it didn't have a gloss to it, but this right here is definitely glossy. It looks really good. I'm super happy with the results of it. Can't wait to show you guys in the light. I'll take it outside, show you guys some clips, but yeah, I'm super stoked on how it came out. One thing I learned from this paint session is to definitely do not paint when it's over 100 degrees outside. I definitely recommend waiting till it's a little cooler, maybe not do it midday. I don't have that much time to work on the car, so it was my only opportunity and I wanted to seize the moment. So I improvised a little bit by painting inside the warehouse, but I definitely don't recommend painting inside because it definitely smells a lot after. You don't want to be breathing all that. And so next time I'm definitely going to be painting outside when it's cooler, so that, you know, I can let the paint sit, let all the overspray sit in the booth and not have to worry about it, you know, smelling up other work areas or living areas. So definitely paint outside if you can and wait till it's cooler. Those are my tips. It was my first time spraying with the spray gun too. Made it a lot easier than like a rattle can. With the laydown of the paint was a lot more consistent and it looks 100 times better. So I definitely recommend, if you guys have all the stuff to do it, like an air compressor and all that good stuff, definitely recommend getting yourself one of those because it made my life a lot easier and the results definitely speak for itself. Subframe is finally on, guys. It's looking a lot better. Doesn't look like it's 30 years old anymore. Super stoked on the outcome and all the work that we did to make it turn out like this. Has a nice little gloss shine to it. 100 times better than the previous subframe. And yeah, this is gonna be the last step now. Now we could go ahead and drop the engine in, get the transmission in. Super stoked on the outcome. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more updates on the FC. Appreciate all the support and can't wait to show you guys the final product and how it turns out. Still a lot more work to do. This is just the first step on the engine bay. But yeah, really excited how it came out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Peace.